Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video we are going to learn the difference between calculated fields and calculated items in pivot table. So basically calculated fields are used when you want to use the data from another field in your formula. That is when you want to create a new field in your pivot table. Then calculated fields are used. Like for example, here in my data I have category of products and their customer names and the prices they have paid for that particular category. And here I have created a new field, that is sum of discount in my data. So here the customers will get a discount of 10% on their sum of price if they purchase the products for rupees more than 10,000. Then only they will get the discount of 10%. So it's my new field which I have created. And next is calculated items. So now next is calculated items, and calculated items means when you use your data from one or more specific items within your field. Like for example, here in my table I have category of products, that is electronics, and their order status, that is cancelled, cancel rate, sold. So here I have order status, 5 types of order status, that is cancelled, ordered, out for delivery, packed and shipped. And here I have made a separate order status, that is sold, out of these 4 status, that is ordered, out for delivery, packed and shipped. So this is how you can create a calculated item out of the data within your fields. Previously I had 5 types of order status in my data, that is cancelled, ordered, out for delivery, packed and shipped. And I have made a single order status out of these 4 status. So now let us understand both of these with the help of an example. Like this is my data and I want to create a pivot table out of this data. So here I will use a shortcut key Alt and V to create my pivot table and then press OK. Now here I will take category of products and the prices they have paid and the customer names. This is my pivot table. Now first of all, convert your pivot table into a different layout, that is show in tabular form. And now here these are all the customers who have purchased fruits and vegetables. Now I want to give some discount to the customers who have paid more than 10,000 rupees for particular category of product. So now for this, put the cursor anywhere in your sum of price column and then go to analyze, and then from here you can select field items and sets, then calculated fields. Now give a name to your field, like I want to give it discount. Give a name, that is discount, and here I will type a formula. Like I am typing if formula here, equal to if open bracket. Now I am selecting price from my field, double click on price. If price is greater than 10,000, now if the price is greater than 10,000, then the customer is eligible to get a discount. So here I will type 1. It means that yes, the customer is eligible to get a discount, and then again comma. Now I'm typing 0. It means that customer is not eligible to get a discount because they have paid less than 10,000 rupees. Now close the bracket and then click on add, and now click on OK. So now I got 1, 0 and so on in my data, and a new field is created here. Now if you want yes instead of 1 and no instead of 0, now again right click of mouse and then go to number format. Now from here I will go to custom, and here remove the general and then type yes in inverted commas, double inverted commas, and then type semicolon 2 times and then type no in double inverted commas and then press OK. Now here I got yes if that particular customer is eligible for discount, and no if that particular customer is not eligible for discount. Here Joy is not eligible for discount because he hasn't paid more than 10,000 rupees. Now again put the cursor anywhere in your sum of price column, then go to analyze tab, and then from here select field items and sets and calculated fields. Now again I am giving a name to my field, that is total discount. And now here I am again typing a formula of if equal to if open bracket and then price, double click on price, and then if price is greater than 10,000, then that particular person will get 10% reduction in their price, that is price multiply by 10%, that is they will get 10% discount of their total price. And if price is less than 10,000, then I will give 0 rupees discount to that particular customer, and then click on add. So this is my formula, and now click on OK. So here as you can see that my new column is created where the customers who have paid more than 10,000 are getting a discount of 10%, and the customers who haven't paid more than 10,000, they are getting a discount of 0 rupees. But here if I calculate the total of this range, I am getting 22,400, and here it is showing that 23,400. So here there is a difference between the fruit total and the total discount which the customers are getting. So it is a kind of drawback of using calculated fields. But if we apply filter in our data, then we can get accurate results like open customer name, and from here I am applying value filter greater than. So this is my value filter, and here I am using sum of price is greater than, and I am typing 10,000 because it was my condition in if formula, and then press OK. So here as you can see that if I again total my sum of price, then it is 22,400, which is equal to the fruit total here. If you apply filter in your data, then only you will get accurate results for your total. It ignores your total or subtotals, because here if I remove this filter, then it is calculating the 10% of my fruit total price, that is 2,34,000. It is calculating the 10% of 2,34,000 instead of giving me the total of this range. So if you want to remove this drawback, you should apply filter from here, that is value filter. If you want to modify your formula, like I want to change my condition of if formula, so again go to analyze tab, and then from here go to field item and sets calculated fields, and here in the drop down list select your calculated field which is discount. And here if I want to modify the customers who have paid more than 5,000 rupees, they will get a discount of 10%, and then click on modify and then OK. So here as you can see that Joy had paid 10,000 and still he is eligible to get a discount, because now I have removed my condition of 10,000 and I have modified my condition to 5,000. So this is how you can modify your data. Now if on a temporary basis you want to delete this field of sum of discount, then you can do right click of mouse, and then from here you can select remove sum of discount, and these calculated fields will also appear in your pivot table fields. That is here, this is my total discount field and this is my discount field which I have created right now. If you want to delete your fields on a temporary basis, then you can do right click of mouse, and then from here you can remove sum of total discount. But if you want to delete your field permanently, then again go to analyze tab, and then from here calculated field. Now select your field, that is total discount, and then instead of modify I will click on delete and then press OK. So now my total discount field has removed permanently, and in my pivot table fields there is no total discount field. So this is how you can delete your field permanently. Now next is calculated items. Now for calculated items, this is my data out of which I will create my pivot table. Alt NV and then press OK. Now here I am converting the layout of my table, pivot table, from design tab, and I am selecting tabular form. So here this is my data where I have 5 types of order status, that is cancelled, ordered, out for delivery, packed and shipped. Now if I want a single row for all of these 4 order status, now again you need to go to analyze tab and then from here field item and sets, and then from here now I am selecting calculated item. Now I am giving a name to it, that is sold, and from here I am applying a formula, that is equal to ordered, double click on ordered, plus double click on out for delivery, plus double click on packed, plus double click on shipped, and then click on add, and now click on OK. So here as you can see that my new row is created, that is sold, for each category of product. And now if I total these 4 items, and the total here of all these 4 items and the total of sold is same, so it is giving me the, so electronics total is showing the twice total, because it is giving me the total of all these 4 items and then it is including sold also in it. So now go to order status, and then from here I am selecting only cancelled and sold because I want these 2 only now. So this is how you can apply calculated item in your data. Now if you want to apply 2 calculated fields simultaneously, and now for explaining this I am taking region also. So here as you can see that I have fashion category of product in my data. It is showing me the cancelled price for each of the region separately and the sold price for each of the region separately. Now if I want to calculate the cancel rate, that is how much percent of orders are cancelled. So for this I will again go to analyze tab, and then from here fields item and sets, calculated items, and now here in place of name I am typing a new name, that is cancel percentage, and here I am typing a formula, that is equal to cancelled divided by open bracket cancelled plus sold, because it is the total price, and then click on add and then OK. So here as you can see that this is the cancel percentage page for each of the region, and now I will go to home tab, and then from here I will select percentage. That is in east region only 6% of the orders were cancelled, and in north 2.6% of the orders were cancelled, and so on, and in west no order was cancelled, so it is 0%. And now if I want the total for south and west in a separate field, so for this again go to analyze tab, and then from here I am selecting calculated item, and now I am here in the name box I am giving south plus west total, and here I am selecting in formula I am selecting south plus west, and then click on add and then OK. So here as you can see that in cancel percentage previously I had this formula, that is cancelled divided by cancelled plus sold, but now in my south plus west total field I am getting the formula, that is south plus west, but instead of this I want my previously used formula, that is cancelled divided by cancelled plus sold. Now for this you need to go to analyze tab, and then from here now I will select solve order. So here as you can see that it is written that the value is determined by the last formula in the solve order. So that is why it has taken the last used formula, which is south plus west. So that is why I got the answer of my cancel percentage on the basis of this south plus west formula. But if you want your accurate formula, then click on cancel percentage and now click on move down and then close. So here, as you can see that my formula has changed for south plus west total. That is cancelled divided by cancelled plus sold. So this is how you can use solve order in your data. If you have used 2 or more calculated items in your data, then you need to use solve order in your data. Now next is, if you want to see the formulas, all the formulas which you have used in your calculated fields and your calculated items, then again you need to go to analyze tab, and then from here I will select field item and sets, and from here I am selecting list formulas. So here, as you can see that I have used these 3 formulas for calculated items, that is sold, south plus west total and cancel percentage, which is here. That is, it is my sold formula, it is my cancel percentage, and this is my south plus west total. Hope you will like this video, and thank you for watching.